good? That's good. Okay, there we go. It's 4:30, so we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. You received the minutes of the previous meeting. Were there any additions or deductions from get tongue twister from the last meeting? If not, I'd entertain a motion to accept them as emailed.
I'll accept.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion been made and second to accept the minutes of the previous meeting as emailed. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. And we also need a motion to make a matter of record, the proof of publication, and the affidavits that has the notification of the public hearing.
So moved.
Okay, I heard a couple of motions, so we'll take that as a motion in a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Okay, the first item before us is plan surveying on behalf of Daniel and Kelly Walker, requesting plan approval for rezoning from 1-2 to R1 at 417 Line Street, Decatur, Indiana, 46733. And we'll let Mr. Miller present.
Good afternoon. This will kind of go along with the second one you're probably going to read is the owner's looking to put a duplex on and kind of rearrange some property lines on this existing parcel right now. So because of the duplex is the reason for the rezone. That's really just that is the purpose of the rezone is to build a duplex. So.
Okay. Okay then, questions from board members or comments?
You happy with it?
Well, then I will ask if there's anyone in here that wishes to speak in opposition. Anyone who wishes to speak in favor? Seeing none, we'll go to the commission members for final questions or comments. If none, I guess you have no problem with it?
Actually, if I had a next two properties, it would be a R1 as well.
Okay. So if there are no further questions or comments, I will entertain a motion to...
Just for the record, because it is in an industrial zoned area, one of the criteria that the commission looks at is we're just making sure that we're not making this kind of an island property for an R1, taking it out of the industrial zoned areas. So just for the record, noting that several of the adjacent properties or directly across the street are already zoned R1, and so you're making you're taking an industrial property and making it more conforming to adjacent and neighboring properties anyway.
Thank you. Okay, from the fans' explanation and no further questions or comments, I'll take a motion to accept the rezoning plan.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
A motion's been made second to rezone from 1-2 to R1 at 417 Line Street. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. The next item then is to request the split the tract into 3 lots with a 0 lot line at 417 Line Street. And
So the owner wants the flexibility of being able to wants to be able to sell these, not just keep them as one or rent them. So the reason for the 0 lot line to go down the middle of a duplex building and rearranging the property lines to make all the existing building work with this proposed duplex. So.
okay. Any questions from board members?
No.
If not, I'll ask.
I think you had shared that the drive is the drive going to come off of Line Street, but the address is Lopez. There was
Let me pull up the...
potentially an issue with maybe like if there's a need for emergency response. So maybe one of the conditions would be making sure that the house numbers are represented on either Lopez or Line, just to make sure emergency response has the ability to easily locate.
the addresses are all Lopez facing that way.
They won't be on Lopez because there's a house in front. Their address is actually going to be Line Street.
Okay.
So you're talking about the signage out at the
Yeah, that was one of the deals. They were going to have to put a sign out on Line Street.
I'll let them know that. I'm assuming that'll be
I had that discussion with him on the phone.
Okay, is there anyone who wishes to speak in opposition? Anyone who wishes to speak in favor? So we would have a motion to have that as a stipulation with the signage or the...
And there's one other thing. We're not sure what's shown on the actual survey, which I can find it on the file right now. Unless we put it in the archive.
I printed it off, so it's in that file.
We don't know exactly the dimensions of the building that's going on as far as the duplex. Back to the survey.
Right there.
Which one?
My first lot, split sketch.
down through right there. I think the sketch we were provided was
Yeah.
more for the lot split, showing not the actual building, so.
Right. So technically, this will be the front of the house, creating the front yard, which would be a 25-foot setback. Plus, they would have to maintain from the street 25 feet. This being the rear of the house, they'd have to maintain 20 foot for the rear yard, which right now we're showing like 11 foot roughly, which is at an angle, which we would actually take that straight up, which would increase it a little bit more. But when it comes time for them to build, we're going to have to work with them. If they can't get that 20 feet, we'll probably, based off the footprint, we'll probably have to bring them in front of BZA to get a variance. But we'll deal with that when time comes. Like I said, we don't know if this isn't accurate. We don't know for sure. They haven't really decided on building it.
Okay, so that's an issue that we may need to take care, or that the zoning may need to
Yeah, we
take
can
care of.
take care of that at a later date.
Okay. And then do we need something with the signage or the
So the drive is on Line Street, but these are actually going to be considered
Yeah,
Lopez Lane?
No, the drive and the addresses will be on Line Street.
Okay, okay.
If you look up here,
So that issue really isn't an issue then?
no, we're just going to have them put a sign out at Line Street for first responders.
Just a little different than the house is facing
Right.
down.
The house, yeah, the drive or the,
okay.
I don't know, the driveway or the garage entrance would be facing Lopez, but
Correct.
yeah.
Blocked by the house that's there.
That's
but
blocked.
The front door is facing the
Yeah,
house.
but the access,
Right.
okay, that makes more sense.
So,
Okay.
so we're okay just doing what we're doing. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to do what we need to do here.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, motion's been made, and is there a second to split the tract into 3 lots with 0 lot line at 417 Line Street?
I'll second.
Motion been made and second. Any further discussion or comments? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Is you ready to work? Okay, moving on the agenda, old business. Do you have any old business we need to talk about, Kurt?
No, we do not.
How about any new business?
There's no new business.
Okay. Any questions from the commission members?
No.
If not, this is a little longer meeting than the last time since we did have a meeting. I will entertain did you have anything, Ann? I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Motion been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and second to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, thank you.